Hello dear creatives, welcome to another interesting tutorial on this YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make this trendy Aso Oke headband. If you are new on this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell to get notifications whenever we upload new videos. The materials we'll be needing for today's tutorial are Aso Oke Fabric, Alice band, velvet ribbon. This is what velvet ribbon looks like. We'll also be needing Tailor's chalk, measuring tape, a pair of scissors, 1-inch foam. You can get this foam to buy from those that are into making of furniture or woodwork. And lastly, we'll be needing hot glue gun. I will measure and cut out a piece of fabric that will be enough to cover the entire Alice band. As you can see on the screen, I measured at 17 inches. The circumference or the length of the Alice band is 15 inches. I added 2 inches extra. I will advise you add up to about 5 inches extra and make yours 20 inches instead of 17 inches, because in the process of working I realized that the 17 inches I cut out initially was a bit short. Okay, so this is me trying to divide the Aso Oke into 2 equal halves, and I will set one of the fabric aside, and I'll be using just one to cover the Alice band. I'll cut out a piece of foam that I'll be placing on the Alice band, and as you can see, the width of the Alice band is about 1.5, so I'll measure out 2 inches on the foam and I'll cut it out. Now I'm about to apply the hot glue gun to the Alice band. Then after, I will place the foam on the Alice band. I will also apply hot glue gun to the other part of the Alice band, and I will attach the foam to the Alice band. And now I'm about to cut out the excess foam on the Alice band. So this is it after trimming the excess foam on the Alice band. At this point, I'm going to apply my hot glue gun. After applying the gum, I'll place the Aso Oke fabric on it. Now this is the point where I get to fold the fabric inside. Okay, so now I'll be applying the gum, and after applying the gum, I'll fold the Aso Oke fabric. Okay, so basically what I'll be doing at this point is to apply gum, and after applying gum, I will just fold the fabric. And as you can see on the screen, I've been able to cover this part, or I've been able to fold in this part of the fabric. Now I'm going to apply gum. I'm going to apply my gum, and after applying my gum, I will continue with I will continue with the folding by folding in the Aso Oke fabric. At this point, I will cut out the rough part of the Aso Oke fabric, and I'll apply gum to this tip, and then I'll fold in the excess fabric. Now I'm about to attach the velvet ribbon to the Alice band. I will apply hot glue gun. So this is where I'll be placing the velvet ribbon to tidy up my work. I will apply hot glue gun, and then after I'll place the velvet ribbon on the inside of the Alice band. I will cut out the excess ribbon, and then after I will apply gum to seal up this part that is open. Now the Alice band is almost ready. The last thing I'll be doing here is to cover this tip up with velvet ribbon. So as you can see, this tip is not too neat. So to tidy up my work, I'm just going to apply gum. So after applying gum, now the Alice band is neatly covered with Aso Oke fabric. I'm going to set this aside, and I'll be cutting the Aso Oke fabric I'll be using to make the design on the Alice band. I will measure and cut out 31 inches of Aso Oke fabric. So this is my 31 inches. I'm using my tailor's chalk to mark. Okay, so now I'm going to be showing us quickly how to use soldering iron to cut Aso Oke to prevent it from fraying. So this particular Aso Oke we are working with, I don't want the edge to fray because I'm going to be making a running stitches on the on the Aso Oke. So quickly I'll be teaching you how to use soldering iron to cut Aso Oke to prevent the edges from fraying. So this is my soldering iron. I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video, and that's the reason I'm doing this now. Okay, so I'm going to be using this soldering iron to cut the Aso Oke. So I advise you place the Aso Oke on a surface to prevent your surface from so that you don't damage your surface where you want to cut. So I've plugged the soldering iron to electric socket. So now I'm just going to use it now to cut this Aso Oke. Can you see? So this is it. Okay, so this is my 31 inches Aso Oke fabric. You may want to use 30 inches. Okay, so now I folded into 2 equal half. Can you see? So this is the midpoint. I want to get to the midpoint. This is the midpoint, and here I have my needle and my thread. I'll be making a running stitches on the midpoint of the Aso Oke fabric, and after which I'll pull the thread to form gathers on the middle. Can you see? Now I'm going to tie, and after tying I'll cut out the excess thread. Now I'll be making my running stitches from this point to this point of the fabric. Okay, so I'll start from this end. I'll make my running stitches from this end, and I will end here. Okay, so that is exactly what I want to do now. I'll take my needle and my thread. Remember, after cutting with soldering iron, this edge is not frilly, so I don't need to fold and stitch. Okay, so I can just go ahead and make my running stitches like that. Now I've made my running stitches up to this point. I'll pull the thread now. Can you see? So I'll pull the thread and I will arrange. Now I will knot the thread and cut out the excess thread. So now I'll repeat what was done here to this other part of the fabric by making my running stitches. Remember, I have to start from this point and then I'll take it through to this end, and that is exactly what I want to do now. So now I will knot the thread, and I'll also cut out the excess thread. Now I'm about to attach the design to the Alice band. So this is it. Can you see? Can you see? So now I'll use my needle and my thread to tack it down. You can decide where you want to place the design on the Alice band. You want to place the design at the middle, on the middle of the Alice band, or you can take it to one side. So it's your choice to make. You have to decide where you want to place the design. You can either place it on the middle or at the side of the Alice band. Okay. I would advise you always use a matching color of thread whenever you want to do needle and thread work. Okay, so because we don't want the thread to be visible after working. And this is the finished look of the Aso Oke headband. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell to get notifications whenever we upload new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in our next tutorial.